Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Little Big Man and welcome back to the January transfer window roundup. Got a little bit to talk about here. Obviously we'll start off with the news that broke this morning. Obviously Chris Wood is now officially a Newcastle United player, which is great. Obviously it weakens Burnley and it strengthens our attack, mainly in a backup sense to Callum Wilson, as I would imagine he probably stays the number 1 or the number 9 in that sense. But with us signing Chris Wood now, a second striker is no longer a priority. The top priority now, obviously, the second striker I think is still an ideal situation for the new owners. However, obviously it's not as important as our new top priority, which is a centre-back, which I think has been for a little while now. Obviously centre-back is now the top priority to improve on after this Chris Wood signing, with Diego Carlos seemingly sitting at the top spot for the number 1 now to go for. Obviously after the Botman deal seemingly collapsing. Whether we go back in for Botman, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks extremely unlikely now. However, so Newcastle have submitted a bid for Diego Carlos and are currently awaiting a formal response from Sevilla. I've tried to check a few sources. The bid's currently undisclosed, as I've not been able to find a price on it. Obviously, as we await that, obviously we're going to look at other players, like Benoit Badiashile, who is obviously currently injured, which is one issue. And the second issue is Monaco are now asking for 60 million euros or 50 million Great British pounds, which obviously makes the deal increasingly difficult to complete because of their demands. Another deal that seems to be struggling to catch wind really is the Akitike deal. From Rhyme. Obviously, with the striker not being the priority, obviously we can kind of hang fire with it. So there's no need to prioritise going all in for a young striker to maybe bring up the potential for when Wilson and Wood depart. Obviously I mentioned yesterday about Amadou Haidara from RB Leipzig. Obviously there is still that link there, but like I mentioned, with us signing Chris Wood, the Haidara deal looks like it's probably going to either stagnate or even die down. We could push for him maybe later in the window. However, obviously defence looks like it's going to be the priority, and as well as midfield, with us kind of getting a striker in against Watford. Torino have offered Gleison Bremer a new deal, as they are not wanting to sell him, especially now during the season. So obviously I'll bring that news to you as soon as I can, really. And as well for a midfielder, so Donny van de Beek has been offered to Newcastle on loan for the rest of the season by Manchester United. Obviously he is a midfielder that was highly rated from his days at Ajax. Jump my words here. Obviously, hence why Man U splashed the 40 mil for him. However, obviously he has struggled for game time, so whether he'll get that at Newcastle, he will get that at Newcastle really. Whether he comes to us on loan though, obviously it's a different story. With him missing out on the call up for the Netherlands team, and obviously the World Cup being at the end of this year, he'll want to get the game time in to get himself back into the Netherlands setup to get himself to the World Cup in Qatar in November of this year. But in much more positive news, so the Callum Wilson injury looks to be improving in the sense that his recovery time is shortened. Obviously the striker is saying that he can now walk without any support. So it looks like he'll be back sooner than 8 weeks. Whether we want to wait the 8 weeks to play it safe, and obviously with us having Chris Wood, we can get away with that now. Or if we want to bring him back, maybe ease him into a bit of game time and try and have as strong of a team as we want. personally, I'd say maybe hang fire, make sure he's out for the 8 weeks to get him fully rested and recovered, bring him back in. We don't want to make the injury worse, or end up starting another injury. And the only other story, I mentioned, there's still no departures. So I don't know what we're going to do. We've signed 2 players, and obviously there's been a lot of talk about the fact that we have a full 25-man squad registered for the Premier League. So whether it's now a case of who's going to get sacrificed as who's going to get sacrificed to make room for Trippier and Wood coming in. We'll find out in the next day or so. So that'll be something I'll be able to talk about on Saturday's match day vlog. As this will be the last transfer roundup of the weekend, as I am away for a couple of days. I will still be able to do the match day vlog, so obviously any big news I will obviously add to that. But yeah, I'm sure by then we'll find out who's being sacrificed, and hopefully by then there'll be talk about a departure. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments on any of the deals that I've talked about, or about the Chris Wood signing, and about any other rumours that I have not mentioned. And be sure to leave a like if you're happy about the signing of Chris Wood. And subscribe for more. Obviously, there will be roundups throughout the month of January, and obviously the vlogs every match day. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and adios.